Good afternoon, pals. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Do I look like a bit of a mess? Yes. Is the lighting a bit questionable? Also yes. Was I meant to be filming right now? No. Hence. But it's okay, we're going with it. You see, here's the thing. I am going on a holiday this weekend, which is lovely. However, I don't currently have a video for this week. So, we need to do one. And me, being just the genius that I am, thought this would be a good time to start a week-long video. Anyway, I am rambling. My point being is I wasn't meant to be filming today, which is why I look like a bit of a state. So we're just going to forgive it, aren't we? Thank you very much. But today, this week, we are going to be doing the wheel picks how many hours I read for. Now, I'm going to level with you. It is currently 6:36 p.m. So we are all collectively going to say a prayer that I don't get loads of hours today. Because if I get 8 hours today, it's going to be a very long evening for me. I'm going to set up a wheel. We're probably going to do, I think, 1 to 8 hours. I think any more than that is getting way too close to the 24-hour challenge. And we just did one of those. We don't need to do another one. We're going to do a few days. I'm not too sure how many yet. We might do 5, we might do a bit more, a bit less. We'll see as we go. But for now, I'm going to get the wheel up and we're going to pick how many hours we're going to read today. So let's see. All right, we have a lovely wheel with 1 to 8 on it. It is 6:37 currently, so can we please not get 8 hours? Please, okay. Wheel, please nice me. Let's see what we get. What is it? Five is doable. 5 is okay. It could have been worse. It's not brilliant. 6, half 6, half 7, 10, half 11. All right, 5 hours. 5 hours is doable. If we start right now, we'll be done around half 11, 12. Here's the thought process. I am currently about 75% of the way through They Both Die at the End. So that will definitely be finishing, maybe not today, but in this video, maybe today, we'll see. So I have that. And then The Push is a book I really, really want to get to. So I'm thinking we might start this now in today's video. And you know what? The rest can be a surprise. I think for right now, I'm going to start this. This is The Push by Ashley Audrain. The blurb on this says, Blythe and Violet, mother and daughter, is a bond like no other, but what if your little angel is really a monster and why can no one see it but you? That to me sounds wonderful. I'm very excited for this. I have very, very, very high hopes. And I'm just really in the mood for this. So I think we're going to start this now and yeah, we'll see where the night takes us. We have got another 2 hours 21 minutes, which means we've done about 2 hours 40 of reading. I'm already tired, which isn't a brilliant sign, although it's only 9:20. But I'm tired. However, loving this. Loving this. I've got to page 115. This is so fast paced, really short chapters, and just like beautiful writing. The writing is like raw, emotional, graphic, gritty, beautiful, wonderful. So this is all about a mother called Blythe and her family and her daughter Violet. And basically there's something wrong with Violet, the child, or at least we think there is, but we don't really know if there's something actually wrong with Violet or if the mum just thinks there is, because you're hearing it from the mum's perspective. You're always quite unsure whether the mum is like a reliable narrator or not. I am so hooked. I already am obsessed with this. I've just flown through this. I'm thinking now, because I've got, what have I got? 2 hours 19 left. I'm thinking I'm going to listen to a bit of They Both Die at the End now. And then we'll come back to this and we'll keep going, and then that'll be today's reading done. So we've got another 2.5 hours, which I'm not exactly looking forward to, even though I'm really enjoying this book and I'm really enjoying They Both Die at the End. I'm just really tired already. So the idea of doing this till midnight feels like a lot, but that's okay. We can do it. We can do it. All right, we have reached the end of the 5 hours. I'm officially very tired. But we've had successful reading time. So I've got to about 85-ish %, 87% of They Both Die at the End, which I don't think I explained what it was because I started reading that in my 24-hour readathon. It's basically about a world where there's a thing called Deathcast, which basically tells you when you're going to die, but it only tells you at the start of the day, so it tells you the day you're going to die, so you know if you get the call, you know you're going to die within the next 24 hours. And the book follows these two boys, Matteo and Rufus, and they both get the call at the start of the day, and they don't know each other, but they basically become friends, and you explore their relationship throughout the book. But we're getting to the end of the book, and I'm scared. Because presumably they both die at the end. Like, maybe they don't, but I'm kind of assuming they do. And I'm very, very attached to both of them. So I'm getting scared. But yeah, we haven't quite finished it yet. We've got... I actually don't, because I'm listening to the audiobook, I actually don't know like how many pages left, but not very much. There's only like a few more chapters left. So that'll be tomorrow, because I think I might cry. That's Future Flow's problem to deal with tomorrow. But I have got to page 199 of The Push. I am halfway through. And this is really sad. This is so sad. I would look up trigger warnings for this because, yeah, something really, really, like, very harrowing just happened. And the writing is gorgeous. Like, the way the author writes about grief and guilt and blame and all of those conversations are so wonderful, but it is dark as anything. The psychological conversations about what the characters have done and why, and oh, it's just fabulous. But yeah, I'm having a very good time with it. I have now shut it and lost my page number, but that's fine. I'll watch this back and remember what page I'm on. But anyway, I am done for the day. I'm going to bed because I am tired. But we will resume this in the morning. Probably finish both of these books tomorrow, actually, because I've got about half of this left. How many pages is this? This is 375 pages, and I'm about 200 in. So yeah, I've got about 175 pages. So I can do that tomorrow, and then I can definitely also finish They Both Die at the End tomorrow. And maybe start a new book, who knows? It depends how much reading we actually... Good morning. I've got damp hair, let's ignore it. Day 2 of the wheel choosing how many hours. I do have to go to work in 6 hours, it's currently midday. So I would really, really, really like under 6 hours, because that way, otherwise I finish work at like 11:30 midnight. I'm gonna have to come back and do the reading at midnight, which I don't really feel like doing, but we'll see, we'll cross that bridge if and when we come to it. Okay, we have our 1 to 8. It's exactly midday, please be less than 6 hours. Okay, let's go. What is it? It's 1 hour! Alright, easy. Well, today's gonna be a quick day. I feel like tomorrow I'm gonna get 8 hours, but... Right, let's start the timer. And I think I do the thing is I really want to finish They Both Die at the End, but also I'm so intrigued to keep reading The Push. I do kind of want to just finish They Both Die at the End though, because I think I can get that done in an hour. I think we're going to do that. And then tomorrow we'll carry on with... But okay, beautiful, that works. Let's start the timer. Let's go. Alrighty, hello. Well, this has been the easiest day of a challenge ever. The hour is done. We went a little bit over, but I wanted to finish listening to They Both Die at the End, which I have finished it. I have finished They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. So, final thoughts on the book. Very sad, but it was always going to be. The ending, I literally had to go back and re-listen because I was like, it surely doesn't end like that. But it does. No spoilers, but yeah. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to like spoil what happens, but it was such a beautifully written story exploring friendship and relationships, and it's got a sort of young adult tone to the book. I think it is classed as young adult. The writing is just impactful and beautiful, and it explores sort of people and humanity, and all of the characters is such a large cast of characters and they're all so lovable. Well, not all of them, but most of them. The two main characters, Mateo and Rufus, I literally fell in love with. I felt so connected to them, like right from the start. And I literally just, the whole way through I was backing them. They feel like such whole, complete people with such whole, complete lives. And so when they're being told that they're going to die at the end of the day, it's really heartbreaking because you see everything they're going to lose and you kind of follow both of them through their final day, saying their final goodbyes and trying to like make final memories and going on like mini adventures. And yeah, I had a really, really good time with this book. I'm so happy because it wasn't really a book on my radar. I'm so happy that I got around to it because I just randomly found it on my library's audiobook when I was just like flicking through looking for something to listen to. And I'm so happy that I found it. I know there's a prequel to this book, which I have no idea what it's about. I'm guessing it's either different characters or it's Mateo and Rufus in their like lives before. Should we Google it? It says, two new strangers spend a life-changing day together after Deathcast first makes their fateful calls. So it's definitely two new people, so I guess it's two different characters. I don't know if that means it is the first callers ever, probably not. But I don't know, I would like to check that out because I did really, really enjoy this one. That's us done for the day, so that was incredibly easy. But I guess we'll see how many hours you get tomorrow. Welcome to day 3. Yesterday we were niced. We had 1 hour. So we had 5 hours Monday, 1 hour yesterday. So today could go either way. We could have a full-on 8 hours. We could have a lower number again. I guess we're gonna see. So without further ado, we're gonna find out where we fall today. What's my prediction is a 3. I don't know why, I just have a feeling. But let's find out. No, it isn't. Is it? We've got ourselves an 8 hour. All right. If it was gonna happen any day, today's a good day for it to happen. And I did get 1 hour yesterday, so it seems fair, but okay. 8 hours. Let me start a timer. 8 hours. And I guess we best get reading. Today's plan of action is we're going to finish The Push. That I definitely want to finish today. And then, I don't know, but we're definitely going to start a new book. I think we might read a bit more of The Push now because I have been thinking about it non-stop since I finished reading on Monday. But we're going to read some of that now and then, yeah, we'll move on to something else. I don't know what yet, but I guess stick around and you'll see. All right, we are... got 5 hours, 6 minutes left, so we've been reading for about 3 hours. I'm not gonna lie, it feels longer than that. Not because the book feels long, but I don't know, it just feels longer than that. I am up to page 285 of The Push, so I've only got, what, like, just under 100 pages left? I mean, I'm absolutely obsessed. I mean, we've got morally grey characters, we've got a lot of very, very dark content, but it's just so engaging. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving this. But that being said, I have been reading this for 3 hours and I feel like change. For anyone who knows me, the way I do these challenges, I think the key for me is changing the books up. So let me introduce you to the next book, which is going to be The Lamplighters, which we need a minute. We need to all take a minute of how beautiful is this copy. I found this in a thrift store quite a while ago actually, and I've not heard of it before, but I'll be honest, I see sprayed edges, I'm getting it. But it sounds really, really interesting. Like, it's set in Cornwall 1972 and it's following the disappearance of 3 lighthouse keepers. They go missing and then it follows the women, the wives left behind. I don't know, I'm just in the mood for this. So we've got another 5 hours to go. So I think mixing up the book for a little bit will be good, and we'll start some of this, and then if we need to change again, we'll go back to the push and push forwards with the challenge. I'm here all week. You're welcome. Right, let's keep reading. Good evening. We have finished the 8 hours. I'm not gonna lie, that was long. But whatever, 8 hours, done. We made it to, I didn't go back to the push in the end, made it to, what page was that? Like 190 of Lamplighters. So we're pretty much just over halfway. This is basically split up between the sort of modern day timelines following the 3 like wives and girlfriends of the 3 men missing, and then the other timeline is what happened in the past, so the men on the lighthouse. This is like sort of slow to medium paced mystery, sort of character driven, good times. But I'm very tired and honestly happy for the day to be done. I just thought while I'm here and while the camera's set up, I'm gonna do the wheel now for tomorrow to see how many hours we're reading for tomorrow, just so we can prepare. All right, once again, we go. Please don't be another 8 hour, that's all I ask. What is it? 6. Okay. All right, well, that's tomorrow's problem. No, 6 hours is doable. 6 hours we can probably finish both of those books, I would imagine. I don't know, that's tomorrow's problem. But anyway, right now I am not reading any more words. I'm going to go, I might go outside. I feel like that would be good for me, fresh air. I'm gonna do that. Anyway, I will catch you in the morning. So it is the next day. I started the timer. We've currently got, of the 6 hours, we currently have another 2 hours 16 to go. So we've been going for, I don't know, my brain is melting. We've been going for 3 hours 45 and I have finished The Lamplighters. I just googled this book because the ending was quite almost open-ended a little bit, so I was googling it because I was interested, and what I didn't realise is this is actually based on a true story, which makes sense because when I started reading this, the whole like lighthouse, the lighthouse keepers being on the lighthouse and then suddenly going missing, but no one understanding how they'd gone missing because no boats had gone out and no boats had come in. I kind of, in the back of my head, I like recognised that as like I feel like there's something in that. And I think it's because I had read the story, so this is actually a true story. And in reality, these 3 men went missing and no boats went out, no boats came in, so they don't understand how they would have gone missing. There's no bodies. I feel like I never actually, when I started reading this, I was really like tired yesterday. I feel like I didn't actually explain it very well. But basically, the 3 men were on this lighthouse alone
no one came in, no one went out, and there were no bodies. So it didn't make any sense where they're gone. Like if they'd died, their bodies would have been there, or their bodies would have washed up on shore. So it was all like a bit mysterious. This is basically like a reimagining of the real story and kind of being like, oh, this is like a suggestion of what maybe happened, is the impression I get from having read some bits on the internet. But I would say the ending of this is still a little bit open-ended. It's not totally like this is exactly what happened. But yeah, this definitely is a bit creepy, mysterious. I definitely found myself, like today was fine because today I've been reading during the day, but yesterday when I was reading a little bit later in the evening, I was a bit like actually creeped out. Yeah, I think if you enjoy mysteries, if you enjoy sort of more character psychological mysteries, this is a good one because it's not super fast paced, but it has very interesting like character relationships and like exploring all the different possibilities. And it does go through, because it follows as part of it a newspaper reporter who's basically trying to write an article on it, so he kind of goes through lots of the different conspiracy theories. So it does explore a lot of that as well, which I found really interesting. So we've got 2 hours 12 left on the timer, which is pretty decent because I think I have around 175 pages of the push left. And maybe it was less than that. Basically, I think I have enough time to finish the push. So this is quite decent. This will wrap up very nicely. And then we will probably have this as the last day of the challenge, because otherwise I'll do one more day, but I won't finish a book. So it feels like this is like a neat way. So we've done 4 days of reading. I think that's pretty decent. But yeah, I'm going to go finish the push now. And that will mean we will be done with reading at 5:18 p.m. So that's pretty decent. I finished the push. We ran over the timer a little bit. It was like literally about like 13 minutes. But I was like, I'm just gonna push through. I think I already made that joke. But final thoughts. Yeah, I freaking loved this. The final line of this book, goosebumps. Because the final line of the book kind of like wraps up all the questions we had of like, who's really telling the story truthfully. I won't put any spoilers out there, but all I'm saying is if you read this book, maybe be careful not to look at the last page. This is just fabulous. It is dark, it is harrowing, it is so sad, and I really would look up the trigger warnings for it. But it is so wonderful, so fast paced, so gritty and emotional and thrilling. I just adored this. This is one of my favourite books of the year. But the time has come, I'm sad to say, to wrap up the video. I feel like we had quite a successful week in reading. So we did 4 days. I think we did 5 hours on the first day, 1 hour on the second day, 8 on the third day, and 6 today. So altogether 20 hours of reading. So for 20 hours of reading, we did quite good because we finished They Both Die at the End. We read sort of the last 25% of that. Really enjoyed that. Such a wholesome but also really sad story about friendships and relationships and love and friends and family. Such a wonderful book. And we finished The Lamplighters, read the entirety of this week, in the last 2 days actually. This was mystery, this was unpacking a real life story, which is super interesting, very character driven, also delving into like relationships and living away from family, having, you know, your partner's living on a lighthouse. That was such an interesting aspect of the story. And then finally, the push, which just fabulous, thrilling, dark, scary at times, very sad, and just all in all, I highly recommend this. But thank you so much for being here. If you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, comment down below, say hi. I love hearing from all of you, you're all wonderful. Thank you very much for being here, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.